Hey, what is up, guys? It is Jing Yuki coming at you with a new deck profile here today. And today we have my friend King Pengu's Spike Brothers Rising Nova deck. So without further ado, I'll let him do it.
Like he said, it's Spike Brothers Rising Nova. It's fun. It's not that great, but if you're looking for something that's good-ish kind of and not gonna break the bank, this is probably the deck you should choose. So for grade 3s, we have 4 Rising Nova. He is your main stride break. What he does is when you stride onto him, when you attack, when your Vanguard attacks, you can counterblast 1, shove a card from your hand into your soul, search something from your deck, call it to rigor, give it plus 5k, and that's good because all your keyword in this deck is charge, which is basically when something's called from the regard from an effect. You can have it become charging, and after the battle that it attacked or it was in, you put it back to the bottom of the deck. So that's how you get a lot of things out in charge. Moving on to the rest of the grade 3s, we have 2 Hide Maker. He's your backup grade 3, and then 2 Bulldozer Dobe. What he does is when he's in charging, he gains plus 10k when he attacks, which is really nice. Grade 2s, we have 3 of the Amber Clone, Weak Killer Misery. What she does is basically the exact same thing as this ride skill, except you can't call out herself. So that helps out a lot, and when you do your Miracle Ice play, you want her on board because she helps a lot. We have 2 Heave Wees, and he's like Bulldozer Doe, but a grade 2. 2 Cobalt Impulse. What it does is when it's charging and it attacks, if it hits, you draw a card. So that can be good early game. You know, if you want to push pressure through and your opponent doesn't have black cards in hand, get free draws. Then we have 2 Mayhem Tiger. What it does is when it's charging, you can Soul Blast 1 and then kill a Guardian, which is great. It's guard break and not Dimension Police, so that's new. Then we have 1 Axe Diver. It basically puts something in charge for Counterblast 1, Soul Blast something. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and it'll gain plus 5k. Yeah. Grade 1s, we have 4 Stride Fodder, which is Acrobat Verdi. Shouldn't really have to explain that. Then we have 4 Unflip Perfect Guards, because Mark Alma. Shouldn't really have to explain those. Then we have 3 Air Force Eliza. What she does is when she boosts something, you can Counterblast 1, bind it, call it back to a Rearguard Circle, and it basically will stand it and put it in charge if you want to have it charging. And then if this thing is charging, it'll gain plus 2k, which is nice. Then we have 3 Frog Raider. What it does is GB1, if you call something out in front of it with charge, it'll stand back up. So when you do Miraculous plays, you can just keep stacking power on that and keep going and keep going. For triggers, we have 4 Liar Lips. It's the Heart Thumb clone. Then we have 2 Silence Joker. It's Shove and Soul Countercharge, which this deck needs all of that. Draw triggers, you know, all we have is vanilla draws, so that's what we're going to deal with. Then 2 Devil Watch. Stands are really bad in here, but you need Devil Watch because it's GB1. When it attacks or boosts, you can have him gain plus 3k and countercharge 1, soul charge 1. Rest of the triggers, we have just 4 heal. Don't play Adelaide, please. Then we have Mecha Trainer. It's a Conroe clone. So you just Counterblast 1, kill it, and then search for a grade 1 or lower. G-Zone, we have 4 Miracle Ace. This is undeniably the best card in the deck. I mean, undeniably. Counterblast 1, G Persona Flip. He gains the red text of whenever something's put back to the bottom, you give something plus 5k, and then you can Soul Blast 2 to call something from your hand. So you just keep doing that in Soul Blasting and calling things from your hand, and you gain power and keep attacking. It's really good. But we have 4 Rising Supernova. What this thing does is you just G-flip and then put something in charge equal to the number of face-up in the G-zone. So what you can do is if you can go on him first try, just flip a copy, put something in charge, and that's nice. But if you go to him a second time, flip up the third one, and you have 4 charging units, everything in your formation gains plus 10,000. So that can make for some really big numbers, which is really nice. Then we have 1 Great Villain, Dirty Picaro. What it does is this GB3, Counterblast 2, G-flip, call stuff from the deck, you pull them or face up things in your G-zone. So that's nice. First stride, depending on whether you can Miracle Ace your opponent or not, is Godly Speed Flash Bruce. If it hits, I believe you choose, you put a card from your hand into your soul, then call something from deck, give it plus 5k. Then Sea Breeze, because punish.
Sea Breeze.
Then G-Guards, we have one Dismal because you want to protect Wink. Then we have one Juggernaut Maximum. What it does is, when it's placed on Guard Circle, you can give a rear guard of yours, grade 2 or less rear guard of yours, plus 10,000 power, and then he gains plus 1,000 shield. So your opponent's attacking your rear guard, this becomes like a 35k shield, which is really nice. Rest of the G-Guards, we just have 3 Airy. I don't know. I don't know these names yet. It just gains plus 5k if you have, I believe, 3 or less rear guards. Yes. And that's it for the deck profile.
All right, thank you very much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Jin Yuki and King Penguin signing out. Later.